Hello, what's going on everyone? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Once again, back in your life with another cheeky little transfer news and Manchester United news update for you lads and lasses. It's the afternoon. It's actually quite sunny down here as well. And it's getting sunnier by the minute because Andre Onana, what's my name? Onana, what's my name? Onana. What's my name? Is currently having a medical at Carrington, lads and lasses. Get in there, my son. We've got the latest news and all the latest goings on at the football club as well. Plenty to do with Hojlund, Ten Hag, and everybody else as well. So we're going to get stuck in. And of course, we're hoping to be live on this stream when the news does come in that Andre Onana has passed his medical, which should be any moment, really. So plenty to get into today's show. Thank you for joining us, guys. Shout out to everyone who came along earlier on today and watched the watch along with us as well for the pre-season game against Lyon, where we've battered them 1-0, my friends. Oh, yes. Good to see you all. Welcome in the chat. Diang Sham, Anthony. Welcome in, Stephanie Griffith. Thank you so much. J United, fire up. Raja, RJ, let's be having you. Get in there. How are we all doing there as well? Who else is in here? Let's take a look. We've got a bunch of legends. Mike Hill, Paul Liebenberg, Scott 5. How you doing there? Avenger Masked, fire up. What's happening, guys? Everybody, thank you very much for joining us for today's show. Howard Garrix, Boomy, and everybody else. Do us a favour at the start of this show, smash that like button on this video, give us a massive thumbs up. You know it makes sense. Chuck a little like on it, give us a thumbs up if you haven't done so. Does it look dark in here or is it just me? I feel like it's a bit dark in here, guys. Darker than usual. Anyway, thank you for getting in, guys. It's an absolute pleasure as always. Great to see you all. Cheers for joining us and becoming a true legend by being here for the afternoon show. Come on then, we're waiting for Andre Onana news to come out in regards to it. Does. Okay, hang on a second. I've got to turn the light on. I actually just realised I've not got the main big light on ahead above me. That's amateur hour right there. That's amateur hour. There you go. Looks a bit brighter now, doesn't it? That was amateur hour. Okay, yeah, there you go, guys. Now you've got the shine coming off my forehead. Like my name is Big Dutch Eric Ten Hag. Okay, great. Hey Primot, how you doing? Duke of Rodtown, Stephanie. You feel Onana will change the defensive line. Definitely United forever. We're going to get stuck in now to the news. So do us a favour at the start of this one. Smash the like button on it. Let's get 100 likes on it. Every little like helps. Share it around on social media as well. We're at the top of the live chat. You can see there's a pinned tweet. Click that link. That'll take you to my Twitter, Flying Pig United. Go and give us a retweet. You know it makes sense. Share the word. And we will, of course, give you all a shout out later on in the stream. Everyone who takes the time to give us a cheeky little retweet. That'd be very, very nice of you. So, yeah. We've got plenty to get into, though. Let's get stuck into it, my friends. Andre Onana is currently at Carrington. This is the latest on his medical. So Sky reporting that Andre Onana is currently undergoing his Manchester United medical ahead of joining the squad's pre-season tour in the US. So we're hoping, obviously, that he can get himself on a plane. Obviously visas, etc. need to be sorted out for him as well, which is probably taking place already anyway, to try and get him the necessary documents to travel to the United States for the tour. Hopefully he's going to be available as soon as possible. And here's a photo of Andre Onana, what's my name? Onana on the plane on his way earlier on today, folks. So just a couple of hours ago. There were some delays, so it was understood that he would probably be coming back coming to Manchester last night, but obviously in the end it's today. So there was delays in his flights and things like that, and just lots of speculative information that was coming out. So that was how it was. We've got a super chat here from Will Blake. He says, "Hi Pig, could you tell Sam Cattle he is sacked?" You're sacked, Sam. Sam Cattle, you are sacked, mate. That's what happens when your surname is the same of a whole bunch of cows. You know what I mean? That's what happens, mate. Mr. Cattle, get out, son. You're fired. Step into my office. Why? Because you're freaking fired. There you go. There you go, Will Blake. No worries. There it is for you, mate. No problem. Hope that helped you in some way. Right, so, nice one, Sam Cattle. Get out. Okay, so, guys, let's get stuck into the news again once now after that little derailment there. So, Onana on the plane. There he is, travelling, chilling, playing a bit of Candy Crush Saga while he travels. We've got a report from Fabrizio Romano a little while ago, just before this show started, with the latest update on the situation. And Fabrizio said that, well, he tweeted like 34 minutes before this last one that said, Andre Onana update, he's finally in Manchester right now. The goalkeeper will be on his way to Carrington in the next minutes. Medical test scheduled in 1 hour. And this was probably about an hour ago, so he's obviously undertaking his medicals as we speak right now. We should have more information about as and when he passes it. And then just a few minutes before we started, he said, Onana's at Carrington, medical to start soon as new Manchester United player. Come on, get in there, my son. So he's at Carrington right now, folks, and he will be conducting his medical very, very soon, if not already. And there should be good news about it, hopefully coming very soon, that he's passed his medical and that it's not a problem. I agree with you, Stephanie Griffith. She says Onana plain sailing on the medical. I think you're right. I think it'll be a formality. They'll get it done, obviously, and he will be soon to be a Manchester United player. It's just a case of getting all the documents signed and finished and sent off and finalised, done and dusted, and then he will be a Man United player. So just got to hope that he passes his medical. There isn't any real doubt that he won't pass it or anything, so he should hopefully pass it, no dramas. Get in there, my son. So Onana at Carrington, and he is expected to pass his medical very soon. And here's another report from Manchester Evening News that just says, breaking, this was 10 minutes before the show, breaking, Andre Onana at Carrington to complete medical tests ahead of his move to Manchester United. So very, very good news, folks. We're going to get him hopefully announced before the end of the week in terms of time frame, just to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. Obviously, the medical needs to be done today. Once that's completed, they need to sign off on paperwork. There is a few formalities that need to be done. Of course, they're going to have to take a bit of time to finalise visas and that kind of thing so we can travel for the US tour. But hopefully, with any luck, hopefully he will be playing for Manchester United. If not the next game at the weekend, then hopefully the game after that. But let's just ask the live chat. So in regards to when he's going to play, let's have a little vote in the live chat. So the next couple of fixtures coming up, we have got Arsenal on Saturday, and then we've got Wrexham on Wednesday. Those are the next two fixtures we've got. So question for you lads and lasses. Do you think Andre Onana will be playing for Manchester United against Arsenal on Saturday, or against Wrexham on Wednesday, or maybe Real Madrid on Thursday after that? Let us know what you think Andre Onana's first game will be. I would be surprised if it is the Arsenal game, because it's been a whirlwind few days for him as it is. So, yeah, it's been a whirlwind few days for him, and obviously, there's still a case of getting visas and paperwork finalised and all that sort of stuff. We might not even announce this deal until towards the end of the week, so it is kind of unlikely to imagine that he will be available and ready to play for us by Saturday, but you never know. Hopefully, you never know. I was actually really impressed with Kovar, guys. Very impressed with Kovar today. Look, he didn't have that much to do, did he? But in terms of with his feet, starting to think maybe he could just go on and be like a really good sort of backup for Onana going forward. He's a young lad. Why not give him an opportunity? We're talking about signing this Zion Suzuki lad as well. But in my opinion, Kovar might be the perfect sort of foil for Andre Onana to be the backup and to come in and, try and develop. And obviously he'd be quite happy playing second fiddle at Manchester United for a number of years. So I don't know, guys. I kind of think maybe we should keep Kovar as a number two. I was very impressed with his recent performances and stuff. Definitely looks like a decent player. I know we're signing this Zion Suzuki reportedly as well soon. But in my opinion, Kovar looks pretty decent. So what do you think, guys? Do you think Kovar should be our number 2 goalkeeper, number 3 goalkeeper, number 4 goalkeeper? What do you think? Now we've got Andre Onana coming. But I think he could be a decent number 2 for the future and develop well. Thank you, Will Blake, for getting in here with another super chat, lad. He says, Paul sacked Sam Cattle because laziness, apparently. Right. Can we just get a hashtag, what? You what? What are you on about there, Will Blake, lad? Listen, I don't know what you're on about, mate. It's as simple as that, but thank you for the £2. Yeah? But you're literally talking absolute nonsense in the live chat there, mate. Nice one. Thank you, though, Will. Appreciate you, dude. Hey, the Vootinator, thank you very, very much indeed, guys. To the Vootinator, who's given us a likes tally. He says we got 51 likes. Everyone, that's decent, but we can do better than that. Everyone, smash that like button if you haven't done so. Give us a massive thumbs up. Let's be having you. Come on, smash that thumbs up button if you haven't done so and help us get to 100 likes. We need a little boost up this afternoon. And we've got another report here from Fabrizio Romano in the last 3 minutes. He's just tweeted saying Andre Onana's medical is ongoing and finally being completed right now. So doesn't say he's passed his medical yet. I can see somebody in the live chat saying that he's passed it. He hasn't passed it yet. Hasn't passed it yet, guys. But I will put that up on the screen. This is 3 minutes ago from Fab. So we've got the latest in regards to the medical, and this is it from 3 minutes ago. So he is undergoing his medical right now. Just pop that there at the top. So we can see Andre Onana, medical ongoing, and finally being completed right now. And of course, we've got to wait and see if he passes it. I'm sure he will pass it, but that's great news there, guys. So another little update from Fabrizio 3 minutes ago. So another update from Fab there. Great stuff. Hang on, we got another couple of super chats here. Wait a sec. Let's get into the chat. Keep hitting the likes, guys. Keep subscribing if you're new. And Ronnie Dodge has had his say here. Come on. Yeah, fair play to you, Ronnie Dodge. So we've got a game on Saturday against the Hojlund. He probably won't be available for that one. Then we've got a game on the Wednesday, the 26th, against Wrexham. He could be playing in that one. But like you say, then we've got Real Madrid after that on the next day, on the Thursday. So he could well be playing in that one. It's a great shout. I mean, I doubt those two games, I think, are back-to-back in terms of days on the 26th and the 27th, respectively. So I don't think he will necessarily play both of those games, but certainly one of them. So they might save him for that Real Madrid game. That's a really good point you make, because look, Wrexham is obviously a lesser team. Kovar's probably a good player to play in that one, and then he can come in against Real Madrid, a really top side, and maybe play against them. So that's a really good comment, actually, Ronnie Dodge. You might be right about that, my friend. Will Blake says, Pig, could you do a diss song about Sam Cattle? I think you might be asking me a bit too much here, Will Blake. I'm on here to talk about United, to talk about Andre Onana, not to take the piss out of your mate. Listen, your mate takes the piss out of himself with a name like Sam Cattle. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sing about Sam Cattle, mate. Sorry, it's not made in my bag, mate. You know what I'm saying? But either way, Sam Cattle, you're not, mate. There you go. How's that? That'll do. That's a diss. I'm not doing a song. Okay? Thank you very much, Will Blake, for your super chat. Thank you, Gungshi. He says, smash the like for the Schwein. Hey, Gungshi, good to see you back in here. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate you. What a hero. We've also got another super chat from Zayn Miyasi here. Zayn Miyasi getting in here. And what's he got to say for himself? Zayn Miyasi. He says, can't wait to play you guys on the 22nd. If Raspberry joins you, I can't see you scoring. Saliba said Mbappe's father helped him develop. More Arsenal's connections to Mbappe. Raspberry? If Raspberry joins you. You what? What the fuck are you talking about, Zemiasi? Dude, you have started on that crack pipe early today, bro. It's only 5:17. Is that what you're calling Rasmus Hojlund? I mean, that's a bit of a reach, that one, mate. Rasmus Raspberry. I mean, that's a bit of a reach, that one, bud, even by your standards, bud. You know what I'm saying? Bloody hell, guys. Well, fair enough. I don't know about that, bud. I mean, the fact is we won't have Rasmus Hojlund that early anyway. He's not going to be coming anytime soon. We've got loads of Rasmus Hojlund updates to get into in a minute. But it's not going to be a done thing anytime particularly soon, guys. So let's just hold your horses on Rasmus Hojlund signing. But there's Zane calling him Raspberry. Dude, you've got pasta playing in the middle of your park, mate. Or some other complex carbohydrate, whatever his name is. Declan Donnelly, mate. You got Declan Donnelly playing for you, mate. You know what I mean? Stop giving it the big un. But no, fair enough. He is actually a decent player. But anyway, listen, if we were to sign Rasmus Hojlund, he'd be a good player for us for the future. Hopefully it wouldn't be the only player we sign at striker this summer transfer window. We can wish. But in regards to the Mbappe link, I mean, goodness me. Please, everybody, just get a little hashtag smoking on Amsterdam's finest in the live chat there for Zamiasi, because he is on some potency today, this man. Goodness me, Zamiasi, even by your standards. Listen, Mbappe's not going to Arsenal, bud. It's never going to happen. Saliba said Mbappe's father helped him develop. So that means that Mbappe's actually going to lower himself to the shite club that is Arsenal and go and join them. No, it doesn't mean that. For a start, you've already spunkened 200 million or whatever you have done already on a bunch of players. It's like, you're not going to get Mbappe, bud. Have you never heard of financial fair play? Have you never heard of not lowering yourself to the standards of a complete Arsenal Hojlund team who've never won the Champions League and haven't won the Premier League for 20 years? Have you never heard of that? It's a thing. And players like Kylian Mbappe don't want to play for shite-bag teams like Arsenal Hojlund, my friend. Fact! So there you go. Anyway, thank you very much for the super chat there, Zamiasi. I appreciate you. Welcome in, Fat Chinese Gaming, bro. He says, hello, Piggy. Hope you are well. I know Donny van der Beek has just scored for United in a friendly today, but I think he should go. How much do you think Donny's worth now? Well, 1 goal in 1 game doesn't change anything. What a delicious goal it was from Donny, though. Great volley. Great pass in from Gore. Great goal. It doesn't change anything, really, but we'll see. Maybe he's got some chances in pre-season from Ten Hag here to just prove himself. He might still be able to play a bit part role in the team. But my thoughts and opinions on Donny are he should actually go somewhere else to better himself and to start developing and start being a good player again, playing regularly. We shackle him at United. It's not even his fault. We just don't have a place for him in the team. He's not good enough to be in the first team. He's on the fringe of even the second string. So that's the problem with Donny. He's just not going to get the game time at Man United going forward. We just signed Mount. We've got Bruno. We've got plenty of midfielders. We're looking to sign in Amrabat by the sounds of it. We've still got McTominay and Fred here at the moment. Perhaps if both of those are sold, then there's a place for Donny van der Beek in the squad. We've got Eriksen as well. All these players are going to be ahead of Donny van der Beek realistically. So very unlikely that Donny van der Beek stays for too long at this football club, I don't think. But you never know. If I was him, I would try throughout pre-season just to put myself in the shop window and attract interest from other clubs. And then certainly try and impress Ten Hag to maybe the point where he would put me in the team. But it's not looking good for Donny van der Beek. Let's ask the live chat, guys. Keep or sell Donny van der Beek? I say sell, but for his own good, really, and the fact that he's just not going to get much game time at United. But in terms of value, how much is he worth? Well, didn't we pay like 34 million for him? He's obviously less than that these days because he's just stagnated and he's recovering from a long-term injury. So I'm going to say he's probably 20 million quid. I think we could probably get 20, 25 million quid for the guy. Good thing about him is he's not on huge money, so he is more saleable than some players. Lord PlayStation says sell, Primot says sell, Lee says sell, Keep says Beata, sell says Timu, sell says Salford Killer, sells, loan to sell says Rajak, keep if Eric Ten Hag wants him. Well, that's true. It's down to what he wants. Oh, no worries, Ice Queen Gaming. Sorry to hear that. Let's get some love in the chat for Ice Queen Gaming. Good to see you, though. Good to see you. And, thank you so much for getting in here, Ice Queen Gaming. I appreciate you. I feel you. I'm on some medication and stuff right now. It's a part of, it's tough. It's tough, isn't it? Life's tough, to be fair to you, Ice Queen Gaming. I hope you're doing well. Let's get some love in the chat, though, for Ice Queen. And the Vutinator says we've got 81 likes on the stream. Everyone, please do hit that thumbs up button. Help us get to 100 likes, and that would be awesome. Noah says, my favourite guy. How are you, Pig? Do you think 1 striker will be enough this season? I don't really. I think we could do with getting Hojlund and Kane. But I know that's obviously ridiculously wishful thinking. If not Kane, then maybe Hojlund and Muani or something like that. Gangshi says sell for his own sake. Great stuff. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Right, let's get back stuck into the news anyway. So there you go. That's the latest news. You can see that update from 3 minutes ago from Fabrizio Romano. We will keep you up to date with exactly what's going on with the medical. So the last we heard just a few moments ago is that he is completing his medical soon. There hasn't been any confirmation that he's passed it, but I'm sure he will. But we'll give you that news as and when it comes. And as I say, there's news that he was having his medical. We've seen the picture of him flying in as well, and it's basically a formality. Excellent stuff. So let's get on to the Hojlund stuff. Of course, the medical is very important, and as we've got news about that, we will get it in the chat as soon as possible. So I'm actually just going to pop this little tweet at the top of the, sorry, it's a bit amateur, a bit ghetto here, isn't it? But it's going to pop this tweet at the top there, guys, for anybody who's just getting in the stream to see what's going on. That's what's happening with the medical. Let's talk about Rasmus Hojlund. Zamiasi just mentioned him, called him Raspberry. What an insult. What a melter. So let's talk about this. So the reports are, there's some new reports that have come out today, that Atalanta have rejected a Fred plus cash offer as part of a deal for Rasmus Hojlund. We heard yesterday that there was a few players offered to Atalanta, maybe in a part exchange deal, and Atalanta were not interested in that situation. They just wanted cash, and perhaps Greenwood, perhaps even Ahmad Diallo, players offered as part of some sort of an exchange deal, or maybe offered on loan, but Atalanta not looking for those players in return. They just want cash, and the amount of money they're expected to want, Simon Stone from the BBC reporting this, that while personal times are not expected to be a problem in completing a deal to sign Rasmus Hojlund, there has been no agreement over a fee with Atalanta, who are understood to want 70 million euros. which is way too much money, obviously. Now, we've obviously heard that there's no issues with personal terms. Those have already been agreed, verbally speaking. So Rasmus Hojlund would be keen on joining Man United. He's actually on a very little amount of money comparatively over there at Atalanta at this moment in time as a young player. So Man United can give him a decent contract, won't even have to give him that much. It will be a massive step up from what he's currently being paid now, whatever we give him really, coming over to the Premier League and playing for Manchester United. But Atalanta wants £70 million. It's definitely way too much cash. But obviously we're going to have a negotiation period with them and hopefully get him for more, around about 50 million quid. So there are reports as well, this is also from Simon Stone, that Man United are adamant they will not overpay for Rasmus Hojlund. So he's a good young player. He scored 9 goals in the Serie A last season. He's a decent prospect for the future. All the rest of it, he's not worth 70 million euros. So United reportedly pretty adamant that we will not overpay for Rasmus Hojlund. So, you know, that's pretty cool, I guess. And we don't want to be spending 70 million on this guy when we don't have to. We need to start negotiations and get it all agreed for a much lesser price than that. Probably around about 50 million euros is the magic number. And then also, Hojlund apparently has said yes to Manchester United in terms of the personal terms. And it came some time ago. He's never hidden his fascination with the Premier League. He's desperate to play in the Premier League. And he wants to play for Manchester United. So all roads are leading to us getting Rasmus Hojlund as long as Atalanta are prepared to settle on a reasonable amount of money. And as this report says here, Manchester United are thinking about making an offer for £43 million for Rasmus Hojlund, which is just around about, 50 million euros. Atalanta's valuation here, this one says £52 million, but they are willing to negotiate. So there's obviously some discrepancies in the media. Some outlets reporting that they want 70 million euros. We heard the other day they want an 85 million pounds. And this report here says 52 million pounds. So let's just hope that we can get a deal done for somewhere between 40 and 50 million pounds. Like, that would actually make a heck of a lot of sense for this guy based on his potential and everything. So how much do you think it takes, guys? Let's ask the chat. We like to play this game. How much do you think it takes for Manchester United to convince Atalanta to sell Rasmus Hojlund to us? I think £45 million is about the number that I would feel comfortable with us actually buying this guy for. Anything more than that, and it's just too much money. It's just a rip-off. The Vutinator, thank you for your comment, mate. He says 50 million. Stoic Savage says £50 million. 45 to 50. Says Tom Charlton. Hey there, Cat the Gamer. Let's hope it will be tomorrow, absolutely. Gungshi says 50 million. RJ says 50 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. Respect, that's probably quite realistic. Rasmus, 50 million tops, including add-ons. Eamon Barrett says 40 to 50 million. 55 million plus 10 in add-ons. That would be us getting bent over, wouldn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, but, because of his history, and he's only just released, he's fresh on the scene, this guy. He is obviously a very good player, but crikey, if we're paying 65 million in total, that is a rip for a guy who scored 9 goals last season. Let's be honest. There's probably better ways we could spend that money, but still, for the right price, I'd desperately get him in the team. We need striking options. He's obviously a really great one who can probably do quite a good job for us right now. He's going to take some time to develop, obviously. Ten Hag needs to mould him. He's going to have to play in the Premier League, which is a new footballing culture, new league, physical league. And it won't be as easy for him as some people make out. I don't see him just coming in and slotting in and spanking in 25 goals in the league. It will take some time to develop and adapt. But for the future, yes, going to be an absolute baller. Definitely, and it takes time to develop and get better and better over time, and he probably will do that very well under Ten Hag's tutelage. Anthony Okonkwo says £50 million plus £5 million in add-ons. Yonder Boys going 50 million and a 5.2 in add-ons. 55 million euros does sound quite appropriate, or pounds even, like you say, because he's young and developing, says Howard Garrix. 50 says Cat the Gamer. 55 plus 5 says Jacob. Get in there. 45 and 50 with add-ons, says Rajat. Nice one. Thank you very much, lads and lasses, for having your say. I think you're probably smack bang around about right there. That would be the situation. And Flying Pig fan says, yeah, Onana has completed his medical. Where's the source, mate? What's your source on this one? Let me just go and have a look on, say, Fab's Twitter real quick and give this a refresh and see what's going on, see if there is any latest updates. But yeah, it should be being completed very soon around about now. There isn't anything from Fabrizio. He's still, the last tweet he said about the situation is 18 minutes ago, where he said Andre Onana's medical is ongoing and finally being completed right now at Carrington. So doesn't seem like it necessarily has happened, but maybe there's another good source that's going to come out and give us the confirmation. But yes, get in there, my son. Let's hope it's the case, and let's hope he's passed it. Really, there's no doubts in this situation that he will not pass the medical. I think it's just a matter of time before we find out that it's all done. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I haven't seen the source yet. I haven't seen a source that's confirmed it yet. We'll let you know. Yeah, no, he hasn't. That's fake news. Exactly. So let's just wait and see. Don't jump the gun, guys. I am checking regularly. I will let you know. You know, people in the know here, such as Fabrizio, David Ornstein, these sorts of tier 1 journalists, that's who we're going off of here. And I've got my finger on the pulse here, guys. I've got updates coming in from Matty Rushmano, etc. I know what's happening. So please do not worry. We'll let you know as soon as that medical has been signed off on and he has completed and passed it. So yes. Yeah, Vincent Bullock, thank you for your comment. He says, I hear it's done in about another 15 to 20 minutes, the medical. Maybe so, maybe so. Flying Pig United fans has sent it you on Insta, Piggy. Well, let's have a look at what you sent me. I bet the source is the Daily Mail or something. Okay. And, okay. That actually looks pretty good, mate. Wait a second. Hang on a second. I like your style. Wait, hang on. Let's have a look. Give me one moment. Get in there, my son. He's absolutely right. He is absolutely right. Fabrizio Romano on his... Sorry, I was checking his Twitter. And he's posted it to his Instagram quickest. Fair play to him. It's complete, guys. It's complete. Let me go and get the Insta post up for you on the screen. Thank you very much indeed there, bud. We haven't got the news whether he's passed it, though, have we? No, we haven't. He's completed it. That's the latest. But let me just go and get this up on the screen for you, legend, so you can see exactly what's going on. Thank you very much, though, bro, for letting us know that. I really do appreciate it. You're an absolute don. Thank you very much for having your say and getting in there, my friend. Much love to you, bro. Fabrizio Romano. Okay. See what's going on. Let's go, guys. Come on. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here. He's absolutely right. Fabrizio Romano has given us this update, and let's just get the picture up on the screen for you, legends. Breaking news it is, and it's happy days. So let me just replace that tweet. Give me 1 second. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you very much for that, bro. I appreciate that, honestly. Right, there you go. There it is right there, folks. I'll get rid of that one. Let's make it a bit bigger here, actually, so people can see. There you go. Fabrizio Romano breaking. Andre Onana has finally completed his medical test as a Man United player. Time for contract signing soon. Then the deal will be finally official, and here we go, confirmed. Come on! Get in there, my son! Let's be having you! Oh, yes! Andre Onana! Has his medical, completes his medical, and by the sounds of it, passes his medical. Absolutely happy days, my friends. It's a beautiful day. It's Andre Onana Day, everyone. Get in there. Let's get a cheeky little done and dusted in the live chat, because it is looking like this deal is completely done and dusted now. We've just smashed 100 likes on this stream as well. Thank you, every single one of you, for hitting that like button. That really does help out the channel a lot. We've smashed 100 already. Get in there, you beauties. I want to just read out this super chat from Dutch Christ. Hey, thank you very much, Dutch Christ, bro. Let's get that up on the screen. You're absolutely right. He's a breaking. Fabrizio Rushmano. Onana medical was a success. Just because he said wasn't related to Slab Dog Millionaire. Just because he's not related to the slab. Beautiful. Done and dusted, folks. Absolutely get in there. Oh, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah. Oh, boy, I really want to see if you can go downtown with a girl like me. Oh, boy, I really want to be with you because you're just my type. Oh, nah. Get in there, oh, nah. It's fucking lovely stuff. It's a great day. He has completed his medical, guys, and he is soon to be a Manchester United player. Castle Winston says done and dusted. Come on. So very soon, we will get this guy in. Done and dusted is my expression, by the way, in case you don't know. That's what I say when a deal's done. Obviously, Fabrizio's got the here we go. But I say done and dusted. That's what I say. That's right. Anyway, so it's done and dusted, guys. Happy days. I mean, it's obviously still, it's not announced officially from Manchester United. Still, he has to sign the paperwork. Still, there has to be the finalisations of the paperwork and all that sort of stuff. But essentially speaking here, it's done. Get in there, done and dusted. Beautiful, guys. Thank you, Dutch Christ, for that, by the way. Yes, absolutely. Good man. Top man. Very nice of you. Very nice indeed. Done and dusted, Stephanie Griffith. Absolutely. James D asks, am I seriously happy with United signings? I am, mate. I am. I think Onana is the type of keeper, just to talk about him for a second, he is the type of keeper that is going to change the way that we do things at this football club, change the style of play. He will help us on the offence. He will help us with the press. He will help us with sweeping up at the back. He'll help us with playing out from the back. He's good with the ball at his feet. The short passing, second to none. You know, long passing, he can get us going on attacks much better than De Gea can. Now, De Gea, in my opinion, is the best shot stopper in world football, in my opinion. But that's only one facet of a goalkeeper's game, and he's lacking in other areas. So it does make sense for us to let him go and to try with a new era for a new goalkeeper with Erik ten Hag as the manager who wants to play a certain way. And so because of Andre Onana's attributes and what he brings to Manchester United, he will probably help the way Manchester United play going forward, attacking. We should be a much better attacking outfit going forward than we have been. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how we play, and I just can't wait to see Man United playing swashbuckling, attacking football once again, where we're getting at the opposition and we're camped out in their half and we're smothering them and we're attacking them and we're keeping on to the ball a lot better at the back as well and all those sorts of things. So Andre Onana, I think, is a great signing. Mason Mount, I think, is an okay signing. You know, my opinions on him, everybody knows, is that he is maybe a bit overrated. I'm not the biggest lover of Mason Mount, but I think he's a good player. I think he comes in and helps our team. So it's a decent signing. We have overpaid for him, but he's a decent sort of a signing. And then if we're looking at other players that we brought in, Johnny Evans on a free, obviously, is an excellent bit of business. Means that Maguire's probably going, so therefore it's a brilliant signing. And then also, if you look at the other ones we're working on Rasmus Hojlund. That should be a good signing. I'll be happy with that to get a goal scorer in there. And then obviously, you know, looking at other options like Amrabat and Zion Suzuki and one or two others. So if we end up getting everybody we've just mentioned, it will be a very good window. Will be a very good transfer window. We're getting better. And Onana is a big piece of the puzzle when it comes to that. Would you have rather kept David De Gea? Maybe. I would have maybe rather have kept De Gea if it meant we went and got Harry Kane. Because I think Harry Kane's exactly what Man United need. So maybe I'd have rather have had De Gea if we gone and got Kane. But Onana should help us create more, score more goals, even though he's a goalie. If that should happen, it should give us more of a comfortable base to play out from the back with as well. But also, like, I'll be honest, if we could have just gone and got Kane and fucked off Mason Mount and Andre Onana, I'd have probably been okay with that, to be fair. But we're not doing that, obviously. So, but to answer your question, no, I mean, I'm up for Ten Hag. I'm up for doing what Ten Hag wants. Ten Hag wants to play a certain way. And he doesn't feel that David De Gea can help Man United play that certain way. He's gone and got somebody that will play the way that Ten Hag wants, which is, you know, he's got somebody who he knows. And actually, there were some quotes after the game from Ten Hag where he said he's got very high expectations for Andre Onana. So, you know, he's obviously expecting a lot from him. He's expecting him to change the way we play. And so, therefore, I think he's going to be a very, very good signing for Ten Hag and for United. So, I trust in what Ten Hag's trying to do. Hey there, 0793. I hope you're doing well, you legend. Yonder Boy says, who would you rather have, Hojlund or Kolo Muani, Pig? Well, I think Kolo Muani is actually further along in his development right now. He's 24. I think he scored 15 league goals in the Bundes last year. He's obviously a decent player. He can play a multitude of positions as well. Obviously, he's a striker, but he can play on the right if we need him to, so he's useful in that sense. I like him. I like both of them, to be honest. But Hojlund's younger. Hojlund's got a higher potential ceiling, maybe. But Kolo Muani would probably cost less. So, I don't know. It's tough. I'm going to say both. Why not both? If Man United have any bollocks about us, go and get both. But if I had to choose just one, it probably would be Hojlund. And then hope that maybe we could go and get another striker later on in the window. You know, a good striker. Ideally Kane. I know that's super wishful thinking and it's not going to happen. But if we sold all the guff players we've got at the club, we could afford him. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I know FCG. Hojlund only scored 9 goals this season. I think Muani scored 15. in his league, but he is 4 years older, I think. He's significantly older, and when you're looking at players, it's not just about necessarily what they can do right now, but also who's going to go on and improve and get to the point where they are truly a world-class player. So that's why I think Hojlund's maybe got a higher ceiling, but at the same time, Muani's a very skilled player. He will give Ten Hag what he wants, you know, the pace and the physicality and all those sorts of things. So, you know, I don't know. It's a tough one. What do you guys say? Let's ask the live chat. Let's flip that question back round on the live chat, guys. Who would you rather see Manchester United sign if we could only sign one out of Kolo Muani and also Rasmus Hojlund? Let's know your thoughts and opinions. Jack Newman, I personally think Kovar looks pretty wicked, mate. I mean, based on the couple of games that he's played in pre-season, looks good with the ball at his feet, could maybe be a good deputy to Andre Onana. But, okay, looks like we're signing this Zion Suzuki soon, or at least going to try. So, quite possibly he will be third or fourth choice, but certainly I'd say that Kovar could be a good number 2. Andre Onana is going to play most of the time. I don't see why we can't give Kovar some games. Hojlund made for United, says Ansar, both forwards in and Martial out. Now, that's a great shout. Tough to sell Martial. Nobody's going to want to pay him what we do. You worry about these strikers we're going for, says Fire Up. Muani reminds you of Henry. Very, very fast with the ball. Lovely stuff. Rory says Rasmus. Boomy says Rasmus. Hojlander says Stephanie Griffith. I like that. Hojlander. Eamon Barrett says Muani. There can be only one. Rasmus says Jordan Lopez. Pepau's going for Hojlund. Tin Legs Tony says Kolo Muani for me. 15 goals, 11 assists. He's a passer, incredible ball control, dribbling fast, can play the wings and in tight spaces. Well, I've got to respect that statement, to be fair. Like I say, he is more versatile. What's your take on our midfield with new young guys like Kobbie Mainoo? Kobbie Mainoo and Gore and Van der Vick. I think you mean Van der Beek, do you? And Gore and Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo, right? Not Kobbie Menu. Okay, so Kobbie Mainoo, yeah, he looks like a really good talent for the future, mate. I like the look of him. He looks like he's going to be a very, very good player for us in the future, no doubt about it. Thank you very much for getting in here with your very misspelled comment there, though, pal. But great stuff. Thank you. I like them both. I think Gore had a really good game today. Looked good in the tackle. Looked good with the passing. He obviously got a really lovely assist for Van der Beek's goal. So, yeah, good stuff. I like the look of them, but it's going to take them getting in the first team. Hi there, Ethan Cadili. Italian League's very defensive. The Italian League, in my opinion, though, you know, it's really not all that. It's not as good as the Premier League. But you're right, it is a defensive league, so perhaps he could score just as many in the Premier League. And he's young and he's developing constantly, physically and experience-wise, mentally. He looks like a very good player. Super quick, tall, strong. You know, I think Hojlund's going to be an excellent player for whoever does end up getting him. So, happy days. Absolutely would love to see him. Berber, get in there, my son. He says, people read too much into stats. Couldn't care less if Hojlund got 9 goals. Totally different situation. What numbers was Mo Salah putting up before Liverpool took a chance? Great comment as well. Yes, it only does say so much. I mean, it's a good indicator, but I mean, crikey. Sancho had insane stats in the Bundesliga, didn't he? Do you remember? That's a great comment you make, Berber. Because think about Sancho's stats. He had in terms of assists and goals, his statistics were something like 1 a game in terms of assists or goals. He was getting something like 1 a game over there the last couple of seasons for Dortmund in the Bundesliga. Look what he's done at United since he's come in. Nothing, pretty much. So you can't always go on stats, particularly in other leagues. I think stats do mean something. Of course they do. And certainly if you're looking at Harry Kane scoring 30 league goals in the Prem, that means more than somebody who's doing that over in the Bundesliga. So Kolo Muani scoring 15 in the Bundes or Hojlund scoring 9 in Serie A. It only tells you so much. You're absolutely right. A lot of these players will come over to the Premier League and struggle. And that's the case of Jadon Sancho. It's the case of Kai Havertz. It's the case of Timo Werner. Timo Werner, before he came to the Premier League from the Bundesliga, I think he scored 30 goals or something in the last season he was over there. You know, it's it doesn't always translate over to the Premier League very well at all. And certainly, statistics only tell so much. It's about who Ten Hag wants, who Ten Hag needs, and how he can, kick them on and make them better players over time. So very, very good comment there from the Don Berber. Thank you, Don Berber, for getting in here, by the way. Nice. Stephanie Griffith says we got 126 likes. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone, for hitting the like. Keep hitting the like. We're on our way to 150 likes. Let me just go and give a refresh on this news here, see if there's anything else that's coming in regards to Andre Onana. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's been coming for days, but I've just seen it. Fab's just tweeted out exclusive. This is not to do with United. Liverpool and Al Ettifaq, aka Al Tittyfuck, where Steven Gerrard is the manager, have just reached an agreement in principle on a fee for Jordan Henderson. Here we go. Henderson already agreed a 3-year deal last week. Documents to be checked. Fucking hell, Stevie! He's gone and got his mate in there. Look at that. Oh my goodness. The Saudi League's mad, isn't it? The Saudi League's mental, guys. They're paying shit tons of money for bang average melts. It's mental. But there you go, anyway. Jordan Henderson's now playing for Al Tittyfuck over there, guys. Right? Okay. So let's get back into the Hojlund stuff, guys. We got sidetracked with the confirmation of the Onana news, and that is great news. Absolutely happy days. If you're just getting in, Onana has completed his medical at Manchester United. Get in there, my son. So United reportedly wanting to pay about £43 million for Hojlund. Understood Atalanta's current situation or valuation of Hojlund is closer to €70 million. Have to see about that. Hojlund deal is going to take some time because of the negotiation period. So this is Miguel Delaney from The Independent reporting that Manchester United are talking to Atalanta. This is a few hours ago, talking to Atalanta about how much add-ons will make up the prospective price for Hojlund. There is confidence it will be done, but intricacies of the deal could take time. So, yes, they may well opt for a lesser amount of money up front and a more significant amount of add-ons down the line. So, maybe we will pay more if we're allowed to, structure the deal in a certain way rather than paying the majority of that up front. So there is a big expectation that there could be quite a lot of add-ons for Rasmus Hojlund. And he's a young lad, and Atalanta may well want a little bit of bonus for the future with his development because they've developed him to a certain point. And obviously in regards to Hojlund, he's going to score a lot of goals in the future. So they might put some performance related bonuses in there to tempt Atalanta whilst not having to give them as much up front. Like, it might make sense to do some sort of deal with Atalanta where they paid, say, €40 million up front and then had €20 million or even €25 million in the deal down the line as add-ons and bonuses. That's if he performs well, i.e. we'll give you another €10 million when he scored 100 goals for the club. We'll give you another 5 million when he's had X amount of international appearances. We'll give you another 5 million if we win the Champions League. Shit like that, which we will obviously be happy to pay if he goes on and does those things. So we'll see. But obviously it depends on what Atalanta are prepared to do, whether or not they want to play hardball and try and get as much money as they can for him up front, or if they are happy to take a, significant offer down the line for add-ons. So it remains to be seen the structure of the deal. Obviously United haven't even really properly had an offer or a bid submitted yet for Rasmus Hojlund. It's just at the negotiation stage at this moment, and they're obviously feeling each other out. So Good player, though. Good player that we want to bring in and obviously could change our fortunes by being an actual goal scorer. And like Berber said, you can't always go on statistics. He's only scored 9 last year, but he could come in the Premier League and dwarf those numbers when he's playing for United. And if we are playing attacking football and are creating lots of chances, and he has developed over the period of 6 months, when you're 20 years of age, 6 months is a long time in football. You can really improve over a 6-month period. So he could be twice the player just in 1 season's time as he is right now. So I think that's what we've got to sort of look forward to, is his development, not just what he's going to do for us right now as soon as he comes, but in the future once he's learned to adapt and develop in the Premier League and once Ten Hag has, got the best out of him. Al Ittifaq is not good. It's Al Tittyfuck, mate. Al Tittyfuck. That's who Steven Gerrard manages. And he's just gone and got Henderson, old head and shoulders melter himself, to go and be his best bud there. Is he really what we need? He's a bit of a Weghorst, says Chris Barker. Who's a bit of a Weghorst? Who's a bit of a Weghorst? Are you talking about Hojlund, Chris Barker, as a bit of a Weghorst? You what? He's not a bit of a Weghorst, mate. The only thing he's got in common with Veggie is he is a tall individual. Like, I think he's about 6'3", Hojlund. But he's rapid. He's super quick, mate. He's like so quick. Like, Weghorst is slow as Slabby Maguire. Rasmus Hojlund is really quick. So they're very different in that sense, I mean, in terms of numbers of goals scored, Weghorst only got a couple for us the whole time he was here at United. Hojlund's got 9 in Serie A, so it's not like he's getting crazy amounts of goals, but they're very different players, in terms of like how they go about it. He's really quick and really fast. So he's not as, he's certainly not as slow as Wout Weghorst. He's got a bit of pace about him. And he's a physical player, so, that's good. I think you'll find he's 6'3", Sibon Gassini. I think you'll find he's 6'3". Wish version of Haaland, says James D. Well, that's kind of it. Haaland's, 6'4", and I think Hojlund's getting close to that. And he's obviously quick as well, Hojlund. And that's basically, you might say a Wish version of Haaland, but obviously he's a younger version of Haaland. He could go on and, in the modern game, you're looking for that sort of player. You're looking for the player that's physical, that's quick, that's strong, that's tall, that's got good movement. So there's no bad thing about being a B-Tech Haaland, to be honest. Haaland is, unfortunately, he's a bit of a Rolls Royce of a player, isn't he? Going forward for the future, you'd expect him to score a shit ton of goals every single season. He's just got 36 in the Premier League campaign last year, which is the most ever in one single campaign, 38-game season. He's obviously one of the best strikers in the world already. So to get this, somebody who might challenge Haaland would be very, very nice. Would be very, very nice. Anthony Conquest says Hojlund is 6'2", but really fast. There you go. He's tall and quick. Who wouldn't take a Wish Haaland? Precisely, T-Mill. Who wouldn't take a Wish Haaland, mate? Did Onana pass his medical? Absolutely, it seems like it, Hashim, and we're waiting for confirmation that he's actually passed it. We know that he's completed it, so various different outlets and reports suggesting that he has completed his medical at Manchester United. And the way that Fabrizio has said, it looks like it is actually done, as in he's passed it, because if you look at this is Fabrizio Romano's update here on Insta. It says, breaking, Andre Onana has finally completed medical tests as a Man United player. Time for contract signing soon. Then the deal will be finally official, and here we go, confirmed. So it does look like he's passed it. I mean, I haven't seen any sources at the moment saying he's passed it, but that insinuates that he has passed it. So yeah, looks good, mate. Looks good. I think he has passed it, mate. Pretty sure he's passed it. Chris Barker says he's a young Weghorst. He's not a young Weghorst. He's not a young Weghorst at all. He's quick. Thank you, Berber, for getting in and says, smash the like and subscribe. Yes, do as he says. Keep hitting that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Mike Hill says it's very rare for a player to fail a medical. I guess so. Let's have what's some high-profile ones where they've failed medicals? Didn't Ruud van Nistelrooy. Didn't Ruud van Nistelrooy fail a medical before he joined Man United from PSV Eindhoven for 19 mil, I seem to remember. But there's really not that many, is there? It's very, very rare that a player does actually fail a medical. Yeah, get in the live chat if you can remember some medicals that have been failed. But yeah, Andre Onana, as a goalkeeper, shouldn't be failing a medical any time. He was injured, though, says Scarboy. Well, there you go. Johnny Evans looked gash today, to be fair. Do you reckon, Ellie? I thought he was solid, mate. Come on. He's better than Slabby. Honestly, I thought he was pretty decent today, lad. I think that's a bit harsh. I think you're doing him dirty there. He didn't even have all that much to do. But anything that he did have to do, he's done all right, mate. He had a fine, solid game. What are you talking about, lad? What are you talking about? Slagging Johnny Evans off for the sake of it. He was decent, my friend. Nothing wrong with Johnny Evans, lad. Great to have Johnny Evans back at the club. Great to see, hopefully, Harry Maguire leaving the football club, mate. Don't be doing him dirty, lad. He's a United player through and through, lad, is Johnny Evans. Bosnich failed his medical, says Randon Lewis. Was that because he was coked up? Rude did his knee, live TV, says Chris Barker. Donny was good today, Berber. Yeah, I mean, look, he scored a wicked goal. Other than that, it wasn't like he's running the show or anything, but I thought he played well. And that volley was absolutely stupendous. Yeah, great goal that he scored today. Loved it. Great assist for him, but the volley was pure technique. Really, really good. Look, maybe there's another chance for Donny van der Beek under Eric, because it's Eric Ten Hag, because he had him at Ajax, because he was part of that successful run to the semi-finals in the Champions League that time, and he was a big part of that. He's obviously a player that Ten Hag probably likes, and so he might give him some chances. And actually, I could see Donny staying if we get rid of both McTominay and Fred. But unless both of those guys are going, we've just signed Mount, we've got Ericsson, we've got Bruno, we've got a lot of players that play in Donny's favoured position. And even from a deeper point of view, if we're looking at signing Amrabat, it's just not going to be that many game times or opportunities that Donny van der Beek can really shine and play his football. And if he wants to play regular football, he's not going to get that at United anyway. But maybe as a squad player, maybe to be a bigger part, or a part of something bigger maybe at United, maybe he would want to stay. But it's up to him, really. He needs to perform in this pre-season. If he gets chances, he could prove some people wrong. But the reality is he's going to get better game opportunities at a different club. He's going to play more regularly. And You know, I don't see a future for him at Manchester United, but you never know. He did have a good game today. Fair play to him. Johnny Evans with one leg's better than Maguire, says Ansar Ahmed. Donny's probably done. No place for him in the first team. That's the reality, yeah. Happy to have Evans back. Bye, Maguire. Me too. I completely agree with you. Radamel Falco also failed medical that forced him to go back to Chelsea around 2015. Oh, well, there you go then, Fat Chinese Gamer, you see. So there is a couple of high-profile ones. He was always an injury-prone melter, wasn't he? Yeah, Scott will only go if we get Amrabat, says Scarboy. Could be right. It looks like Fred's being lined up to be sold to perhaps Saudi Arabia, or there's reports Fulham are interested. And as I mentioned earlier, there was actually a report that Man United had tried to have a discussion with Atalanta to include Fred plus a cash offer as part of a deal for Rasmus Hojlund. So it does look like Fred is kind of surplus to requirements. I thought Fred looked a little bit ropey when he came on today, but obviously it's just coming back for pre-season. It's more about kind of getting up to speed and getting fitness and things, but I did think he was pretty poor. I thought Gore had an excellent second half, to be fair. Purple Boy, absolutely very good, looked very good. Great assist from him, impressive throughout, good in the tackle, etc. Please sign like Haaland. We have suffered too much with our strikers. There you go. We need somebody to come in and rival City Scummers, don't we? Disassi. So, yes, there are still some murmurs that we're looking for Axel Disassi as an option to come in and be a defender. But because we signed Johnny Evans and because we've got Varane and Martinez and Lindelof and these guys still at the football club, it's unlikely. But you never know. You never know. Simon Heron thinks that Amrabat will go to Liverpool or another team. We will miss the boat. Why would he wait? Fair one. United are poor with this when it comes to trying to get deals done quickly. It just doesn't happen, does it? You're absolutely spot on, lad. It does take a long time. So, fair point. You know, it's a fair point, lad. I do understand what you're saying, and obviously, it's on us to actually do the business for him. At this moment in time, we haven't been able to reach an agreement with Fiorentina, if that's even the case that we've actually had a discussion with them about him, because you know how slow we are, and they are reportedly interested in him, and so, yeah, good shout. Probably not that realistic. What have I done with that? What have I done with that thing? Hang on a second. Where is that? Oh, okay, it's down there. There it is. Right, yeah. So it's one of those, isn't it? Man United are slow when it comes to trying to do business for players. It's annoying. Hopefully it'll be soon. Right. But yeah, if not, then we're leaving the door open for other football clubs to go in for Amrabat and maybe sign the guy. Vooty, thank you for the likes tally, guys. We're nearly at 150. Let's have a little Bacon Brigade like spike. That's a great number that we've got to there, folks. It's a maximum in snooker. But let's see if we can get 169 likes on this stream this afternoon. That would be beautiful. Thank you, everyone. And also hit the subscribe if you guys are new. We cover all the latest United news here on the channel in a no bullshit fashion. We literally cover all the news and discuss the latest goings on at the club every single day. So come and join us if you like the show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and all that jazz. I hope you're right, Yonder Boy. It's probably likely. So between now and then, obviously he's done his medical now. Between now and tomorrow, they'll sign the paperworks, process it and everything. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be Friday, I think, that we see Onana coming. Get in there, my son. Good content. Thank you, Rajat V. Appreciate you, my bud. Likes up for the Onana news, says Eamon Barrett. Fred should not be sold, says Yankuba Niassi. Keep or sell Fred, peeps. What are you saying? It's a tough one, actually. I'm not 100% convinced one way or the other. The thing is with Fred is, I would be quite happy to see him sold if we're getting decent money for the guy. But I wouldn't want to see him go for peanuts, because he is actually a talented player and he does help our squad. Depth and everything, and he can come on the pitch and late in games. He's got a good engine on him. He runs around like a madman, and he's just a nice personality as well. Like, he always tries, he always gives it his all. He's a heck of a nice guy. So I would be kind of inclined to keep him unless we're going to get like 25 million plus for Fred. If we get 25 million plus, then makes sense to sell him because he's 31 and we'd be getting a good chunk of cash which we can then go on and spend on somebody else, and it would actually make a heck of a lot of sense. But otherwise, keep him. If we're not going to get at least 25 mil, I say keep him. Thank you, Gungshi. Randon says keep. Primot says sell. Fair play to you, lad. Let him go, says Scarboy. Sell, says Tafiso. Sell, Fred, says Johnny. You like Fred as a bench player for his tenacity late on off the bench, but as a starter, hell no. Completely agree. He would be all but a backup, really, in a rotationary player. Keep, says Kieran. Fred's definitely 50-50 happy either way. Sell McShitten. Fred, 50 million to get Amrabat in, says the Vutinator. Fred's not a bad player at all, says the Purple Boy. They will surely do an announcement interview today, as they will want him to fly out. I don't know if it will be today, Mike. It takes a bit of time to finalise the paperwork and everything, and just for the Premier League to process the transfer as well. So you could be right. It could actually be tonight. But he can join up after the Arsenal game. So Arsenal on Saturday, he can join up with a squad on the tour for the Arsenal game, or he might even be able to, fly out, of course, beforehand, before there's even the potential of him playing for Man United in the tour. Hey, Langy86, thank you very much there, bro, for getting in. He says, sell Fred. Yeah, fair play to you, my son. Absolutely, what a legend you are, sir. Elliot says, keep Fred out if we can get Amrabat. Let him go, says Ansar Ahmad. Sell McTominay 2 for Amrabat. Spot on, I'm with you. The news about Qatar, well, Irfing Kadili, it's all just guff, mate. We're waiting for more confirmations. There's just speculative news at the moment. It's basically the same situation it was a couple of weeks ago. The Glazers are understood to be trying to make a decision whether or not they want to sell and who they want to sell to and all that sort of stuff. So Goretzka is a player we're looking at as well. Reportedly, we're monitoring Goretzka, although we understood to have more of an interest in Amrabat at the moment. Goretzka could well be the case. You'd prefer McTominay to go than Fred? Oh, definitely, Eamon Barrett. You're spot on there. McTominay's worse than Fred for sure. Fred can't pass. He's simply bad on transition. Bit of a hot potato merchant, isn't he? No, you're right. But as a defender, as somebody who runs around, wins the ball back, he's actually really good at that. But you're right. Technically, passing-wise, he's just not good enough. But alongside somebody like Casemiro, he actually does do reasonably well. So I think he's still got a place in the squad unless we're going to get big money. Buy him, sell him by Palhinha. Interesting. Well, the thing is with that is, I believe West Ham were interested in Palhinha, and they put a bid in the other day, which was like 40 or 45 million, and Fulham rejected it. So I don't know how easy it would be to get him for a reasonable price. That's the only concern there. Right, guys, we're going to get into the Q&A. I know we've been doing this anyway, but I was just covering what we've discussed. Lots of Hojlund news there anyway. So Man United hopefully going in with a bid very, very soon. It's also, obviously it's Onana medical day. That's what we got in here to talk about mainly, which is great news. That's completed. Happy days. So let's get into the live chat for a Q&A now. Everyone, twat that like button. Give us a retweet on Twitter as well. The tweet is pinned to the top of the chat. Go over there and give us a cheeky little retweet if you haven't done so. I will shout out everyone in a minute who's given us a retweet on the stream, so please do that. Before we do that, we've got a super chat here from Kieran. Shout out to Kieran. Thank you for the £3 super chat, my son. Kieran, he says, sell Fred. Hang on a second. He says, sell Fred and get some money in to get a striker. Fair one, yeah. I know, it's nothing personal. We all like Fred. He's a nice guy. He's a decent player, but that's it. He's just decent. We need somebody better. We need somebody class. And we also need a striker. So, yes, I wouldn't be opposed to us generating cash to do that. But it's not just Fred, is it? It's not just singling out Fred. It's all these other gash players we've got on the team. So, yeah. Who would you rather have out of these midfielders, Flying Pig United? Amrabat or Rabiot or Alvarez or Goretzka or Kimmich? To be honest, Kimmich, if we could choose any of those players, Kimmich would be the one. I would certainly go for Kimmich, but, it's not as realistic that though, is it? Although there are some reports that maybe he's unsettled. But obviously Kimmich would be the one I would choose if we could go for any of them, because he's like a really top tier midfielder. But it is the most unrealistic one on that list that you've put there, but yeah. Rio's sauces are excellent. I love Heinz, says Berber. You what? Okay, nice one. Cool, right, I'm going to get into the live chat for a Q&A. Get your thoughts and opinions in. Now's the time, folks. Let me go over to Twitter and shout out everyone who's retweeted us then. See what legends have done. Okay, so we've had 11 retweets on Twitter. Thank you, everyone, for retweeting the show. Shout you all out here. Aaron Homeyard, J United in Gaming, Richard Wisterpeck, RK, Boomy, Sin Games, Feline Fur, Kieran Watts, Cal L, Vincent Bullock, and Sibon Gassini as well. Thank you very much, lads and lasses, there for giving us a retweet on the Twitter. Every little helps. Right, time for the Q&A now, folks. Get your thoughts and opinions in. I'm going to stick around for, 5-10 minutes. See what you legends have got to say for yourselves. Nice one. Okay, let's do this. 161 likes. Beautiful, Vincent. Let's see if we can get 200. Will Maguire be sold this summer? Johnny, in my opinion, yes, because he should not want to stay at the club knowing that he's not going to get any game time. Johnny Evans has come in to replace him as the fifth choice centre-back. You know, his days are numbered at the club. It's just whether or not there's another club stupid enough to actually pay the money we pay him. They probably won't. We might be stuck with him because of his wages, and he might just stay at United taking his fat paycheck for 2 or 3 seasons. Or he might want to go play elsewhere. We might be able to do a deal. There might be something that happens, but it's down to other teams, isn't it? How desperate are these other teams? There's reports that Chelsea are interested in him. There's reports Moisey might be interested in him. Maybe even Newcastle United. So he could find a home somewhere else. That's true. But it's not going to be a huge money move. But any deal that gets rid of Slabby is a good deal. Get in there, Purple Boy. He's passed his medical, my son. Let's be having you. Onana. What's my name? Onana. What's my game? Onana. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Onana. What's my name? Absolutely, Onana. Passing his medical. Happy days, mate. It's happy days. Crikey. Jordan Henderson has gone for 12 million plus add-ons. Al Ittifaq paying £12 million plus add-ons. Crikey, how old is he now? He's getting on a little bit. Bloody hell. I mean, he is a good workhorse, Jordan Henderson. He's been a big part of what Liverpool have done over the years, but I've never thought of him as one of the best, you know, as a decent player, to be fair. Oh, thank you, United. Okay, beautiful. Let's have a look at that. So, sale update from Mike Keegan, is it? Let's take a little look. Thank you very much for getting in here raw, lad. Let's take a look at that. Appreciate you guys helping me in the chat here. Where is it? I can't see it. It's not on his Twitter, mate. So anyway, what we'll probably do is come on and talk about the takeover news, if there is any, a bit later on tonight. Around about 10 p.m. is going to be the evening show, so we might just come back and discuss it all then. But I'll just try to have a look on his Twitter, and there's nothing new on there, so don't know what you're on about there, United lad. But maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, nice one, Stephanie Griffith. Yes, indeed. Let's be having you. Hey, Dave Jason, thanks for being a member of the Sausage Soldiers for, that's right, 15 months, mate. Come on. Dude, thank you for being a member, and thank you for being a member all that time. Let's get a hashtag 15 in the chat there for Dave. Dave Jason, a.k.a. previously DJ Disco Dave. He says, 1 year ago it was between Poch, Ancelotti, or Ten Hag. Going into the second season, do you, like me, think United made the right choice with a manager? Can't see the others doing what he did. I mean, yes, I do. I know Ancelotti's a very talented coach, but I've never really rated Pochettino. I absolutely think that, I absolutely do think that it's very much a case of, yes, the United have made the right choice with Ten Hag. Just the fact that he was able to get a third, win a trophy, get us to an FA Cup final, with the squad that was at its disposal and the Glazer shithouse is still in charge, then, you know, I have to say I do think that we made the right choice with Erik Ten Hag, and he's obviously a Don. So happy days. Get in there, my son. I think we've made the right decision. Smash a yes in the chat if you agree. Just like Disco Dave, or sorry, Dave Jason. It's going to be hard to knock that, mate. It's going to be hard to change the name that I call you there, my friend, but I'm just going to call you Disco, mate. Nice one. Yes, get in there. So Mike Hill agrees. Poch beat Ten Hag in the Champions League semi-final. Yeah, but Ten Hag had a shitter team, though, didn't he? Let's be honest. Purple Boy says yes. Agrees. Says Primot. Plus, Poch hasn't won jack shit, mate. Some Mickey Mouse guff over in the French league that any old twat could win. You know what I mean? Should we swap Sancho for Kolo Muani? Ideally, that would be quite nice. I think Sancho's almost flopped at the club. Sing Games, welcoming you, legend. What's going on, dude? Oh, yes. Thank you for retweeting the show, you legend. Used to think Ten Hag isn't the manager for United, and he's proven me wrong. Get in there, Eamon Barrett. Get in there, my son. Poch won't last long at Chelsea. Hell yeah. Tottenham had a weakened team. Whatever, mate. Whatever. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day. Does it mean they're a better manager than them? What a crazy statement. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter just because he beat one game or knocked him out of the 2 legs even. Doesn't matter, mate. Doesn't matter. Goodness me. How many times did Fergie lose games of football? You know? It's crazy, mate. I remember the season before Fergie left, we didn't get out of the Champions League group stage, right? And the group consisted of like Benfica and like fucking Osasuna and like bloody some other shit team. Like it was the crappiest, easiest group to get out of ever, and he still didn't get out. But he's still the greatest manager of all time. It doesn't mean that you are a shit manager if you lose a tie, does it? I completely disagree with you. What's the point? He says, Poch is a much better manager than Ten Hag. You are smoking something potent, lad. He's a guff-bag. He's good to a point. He did well at Southampton. He did well at Spurs. Where's his trophies to prove it, mate? The guy's a shitter. Anyway, yeah, exactly. It's just like saying Ollie's better than Pep because he won against Pep. Yeah, Ollie schooled Pep in those games that he played against him. Exactly, Tim Clerden. There you go. Anyway, that's it. Ten Hag's definitely better than Poch. I don't care what anybody says. Poch is a melter. Are you a Spurs fan there? What's the point, FC? I don't know. Yeah, there you go, United. So, well, we'll see. I mean, he is a Daily Mail writer, but he's actually pretty good in regards to this takeover news and stuff. I'll get on later on tonight and let you know the latest updates and stuff from all sources in regards to the takeover, more than likely. So come and join us later on tonight for that. All right, I'm going to wrap up this show, guys. That's it. We just wanted to jump on and cover the medical news that Andre Onana has conducted his medical at Carrington and has passed it. Get in there, my son. Happy days. It's beautiful. Let's get some hashtag Onanas in the live chat to end this stream on. Thank you, everyone who's got in here for today's stream. Langy86, Udon, Raja, Ansar, Tim Clerden, Tafiso and Butter. Much love to you, bro. What's the point, FC? Sing Games, Berber, Gungshi, Johnny, thank you. What's the point? Thank you for getting in there and having your say. I know it's just banter, mate. Obviously, everybody's entitled to their opinions, and I get it. But Ten Hag's better than Poch, mate. Sing Games, Tim Clerden, Purple Boy, Ansar, Raja, Eamon, Barrett, Boomy, Adam Rawson, and everyone else. All the moderators in blue, thanks for moderating the chat. All the members in green, thanks for being members and supporting the channel. And thank you guys for being here and having your say. You can come back after this video's finished. Absolutely, Bremer. Get in there, Onana, and get your thoughts in about Onana or anything that we've discussed in this video. Please do come back and have your say. That's it for now. Make sure you hit the like before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click the bell icon. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. All links are in the description down below. The next stream's going to be around about 10 p.m. tonight, Sing Games. 10 p.m. tonight. So, please do come and join us for that, guys, around about 10 p.m, maybe 9:45. Keep a lookout. We will be on tonight at 10, so make sure you come and join us then. And also, click the bell for notifications. Thanks, guys. That's it from me. Have a great evening. Have a great afternoon as well. It is the evening. Have a great evening. Oh, no, is a red. We're just waiting for confirmation of, paperwork's being signed and finalised and processed and all that sort of stuff. There's probably an announcement incoming from Manchester United tomorrow, or maybe the next day latest. Could be tonight, I guess. But certainly, it's impending. We've got an impending announcement from Man United that we have signed Andre Onana. Get in there, my son. See you later, folks. That's it from me. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.